Al Terzi.
Okay. Mr. Mayor, in Connecticut's casino sweepstakes, one idea that has surfaced recently is for the state to try to convince the tribal operators of Mohegan Sun and Foxwoods to, instead of building the satellite casino in East Windsor, buy the XL Center in downtown Hartford and convert that for a casino. Would that be a good thing for Hartford?
Look, I don't think a full-service casino in the center of Hartford is likely to happen, and I'm not sure it's the right thing to want. What I do think makes a lot of sense is making sure we bring the XL Center back to life. That's a critical asset for our city and for the region. And I think one of the opportunities we've got is to couple that need to develop the XL Center with the possibility of sports betting. You know, if you were to put a sports betting facility or use some of the revenue from sports betting, as many states have, to help finance the upgrades to the XL Center, so we've got a strong, competitive, modern XL Center that's able to attract events, attract concerts as it used to, attract great events like the NCAA tournament last March again and again. We'll be a lot better off as a city for that.
Mr. McCauley.
I'm not a big fan of casinos within urban areas, but I would be willing to have the conversation, and I would put some structure into, how this casino is built out. Casinos are super silos. Once they're there, there's no reason for you to go anywhere else. So if you could incorporate major portions of downtown, let's say Pratt Street, the wintertime, you've got ice skating, make those, the surrounding streets and stores that are around the XL Center as the mall portion of the casino, I think that it could be something that you could make actually quite a magnet for people. But Hartford being the fourth poorest city of its size in the country, it really gives an opportunity to exploit our desperate people in this city who are looking for chances where there really aren't any.
Thank you, Mr. McCauley. Mr. McGee.
I've said it once before, as a matter of fact, on The Real Story with both of you there. I think it's worth a conversation, weighing pros and cons. I believe that if we begin having conversations first versus in haste trying to close a deficit, we probably would make a more meaningful decision. And again, it's worth having a discussion with all of our stakeholders. But again, having a conversation about a casino, and we have our neighborhoods literally failing, to me, it's just disheartening to have yet another conversation about a stadium, a park, a building, and not addressing the critical needs of the residents in the city of Hartford.
Mr. Perez.
I think we have to have a conversation about what's going to happen with the Coliseum, the Civic Center and the Coliseum. But I agree with both of my colleagues, Mr. McGee and Mr. McCauley, that conversation cannot be in isolation about a building that hasn't worked and that has limits. And I think that having a conversation about downtown by itself does not work. It has to have a conversation about how those projects downtown benefit. I've been a neighborhood organizer all my life. If you don't organize neighborhoods, you don't have a city.
Okay. Mr. Bronin, would you like your rebuttal?
Sure. Again, not the approach you took when you subsidized the building of Hartford 21. But at the end of the day, we're a small city, and we need to promote development wherever we can, because it really does contribute to our ability to provide vital services to all our residents. So we do need an XL Center that works. We need attracting people in. We're going to spend money and support small businesses, including the many small businesses throughout our city that people go to when they come in for basketball games or for concerts. So we need to get that facility up and running again.
Mr. McCauley, would you like your rebuttal?
I'm good.
Okay. Mr. McGee, would you like your rebuttal?
Sure. I often think about the times when there were vibrancy on our main corridors, and you talk about businesses, small businesses. I don't know if I can honestly say that that's there. And so we're talking about a civic center, XL Center. How do we now then drive the traffic into our neighborhoods? And I'm not certain that that conversation has been held around any development, for that matter, in our downtown area.
Would you like your rebuttal?
Yes. You know, whether it's Hartford 21, whether it's Adrian's Landing, I've never been against development in downtown. What I've been for is pro-connection to our neighborhoods. If we do, we've always expected a silver bullet. We did it on Constitution Plaza, we did it with the Civic Center, we did it with Adrian's Landing, now we've done it with a couple of stadiums, and we'll do it again and again. And as long as poverty thrives in our neighborhoods, downtown will not survive in the long run.
Thank you.